Hello, this is Onyx Tarot Guide, and today I'm going to be doing an Oracle deck review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Visions of Duality Inspirational cards by Barbara Ciardo and Riccardo Minetti. So I've had this card deck for a little over 6 months now, and you can probably see kind of on the sides where I've used them, where some of the the siding of the cards have come off a little bit. So I really like to do deck reviews when I have a lot of use of the card, so I can kind of better show you all how, what's best to use, if the best way to use them, if you should get them, if you shouldn't get them, that kind of thing. So I'm going to take you through how I shuffle these cards. I'm going to take you through the book. As you can see, I use the book quite a bit, and go from there. So hit the like button, subscribe, and here we go. All right, so starting off with the box. Okay, so this is the box. This is what it looks like. This is a Lo Scarabeo deck, which is a very well-known brand. I have a lot of this brand of card decks, and a lot of times when I see this brand, I'm like, yep, I'm gonna get this, because they're usually really good cards. And of course, this is what the box looks like inside. Nothing exciting, just the box. And so let's see. The book, I really do love the book. I use it literally every time that I use these cards. So of course, it's going to show you the different spreads, how to ask a question, get an answer, that kind of thing. But for these cards, I like that there's always, usually with Lo Scarabeo, there's usually a quote, and there's, it's easy to read and easy to say, hey, I just want to do a reading and look for the advice, instead of reading all this, or hey, I want a quote, or hey, I just want, just the italics. I just want something simple. I also really like that they, have multiple languages in here, have this transcribed to multiple languages as well. So going to the cards, these are the cards. I do like the card stock. I would say they're not as, I don't know, I would say they're more, if the term maybe is probably the wrong term, but these are more paper, if that makes sense, than the other Lo Scarabeo cards. And if I can find another card deck that's Lo Scarabeo or Scarabeo, or however you say it, I will show you all the difference of what I mean, how they're just kind of more, they're more papery. So I feel even with the edges, or even with this, you can kind of see the edges, the little paint kind of coming off, or the print coming off, or whatever, the ink coming off of the sides a little bit. Maybe you can see it, but it's not really that big of a deal. But I do want you all to note that instead of a shiny or a matte finish, or glossy finish, it's more so a matte finish. If I was gonna accidentally rip these, they would be ripped. So that's that is something to note. Okay, I try to be very gentle with these cards, but but anyways, this is how I shuffle them. Usually I shuffle like so. You can also shuffle these this way as well, but again, you have to bend them just a little bit. Okay. But yeah, they're pretty, I think they're durable enough, and in my personal opinion, the quality of the cards, honestly, and what is on them is more important to me than, if I end up just, accidentally bending them, I could just bend it right back. So I really do like the quality of this card deck. So next, I'm going to show you all these cards just put out. And then you could check out another video for the silent flip through. But I do really like how in-depth these cards are. They basically show you that even though there's one aspect of your life, there's something that, there's also a flip side. If there's something bad going on in your life, these are great cards to kind of see the flip side of whatever is going on. Okay, so we have neglect, covenant of candlelight, the call of the wild, the spark that dreamt of fire, Under Sky, Random Fortunes. As I put these out, Hope, Emptiness, The Maze We Walk. As I put these out, I will read you all one just to kind of like show you how cool these card decks are. This card deck is, okay? So let's just use this one, okay? So we're gonna do the River of Time, which is number 16. So the River of Time is memory versus oblivion. Our identity is created out of our memories. If we lose them, we lose ourselves. We should not throw away our memories or delete them because it would not give us a new start, but just an invisible burden that will weigh on us in the future. However, nature also blessed us with oblivion as new memories create a different path for our soul. The cycle of memories and oblivion should be like the seasons and flow naturally. That way, we can always be renewed and yet never lost. So the advice would be, do not linger on what is gone, cherish the memories and let them go. So again, these are really good cards, especially if you're like, trying to see, shadow work or something that you should shift or change in a particular situation. I've had a lot of fun clarifying these with oracle cards or different tarot cards as well. And overall, I've been really shocked at what comes out, even just for, like collective sign readings. Like the depth of the message is awesome. So I would put this card deck on my absolutely recommended card deck because, again, it's going to really open up and like show you what is lingering beneath, what you may not be seeing. So that is my review of this card deck. I do really enjoy it. I think it's a great card deck, to have. Of course, you can see all the card decks that I have and all the ones that I've reviewed so far. You can see those in the link in my bio. But otherwise, I do hope this was helpful, and thank you all so much for watching.